there's network issues, equipment itself cannot expose. There might be better issue if it is portable equipment. So those are the things we should know how this equipment functions and what is the issue. And to resolve this issue and to the point we have to know, we should know that how these basic principles and how to handle what might be the error and how to resolve these issues. So like that, many other equipments are there. As it's a very new field and it's a multidisciplinary, there's a huge equipments and which comes under biomedical engineering. So we have to keep ourselves up to date. We have to regularly study. We have to attend seminars and conference. There will be a lot of publications. So total idea is to keep ourselves up to date. What are the recent machines are coming? What are the new innovations? So to be in the position, I mean, up to date, we should know all these things and we have to be up to date in terms of education, conference, seminar, these type of things. Yeah, and overall I would say it's very challenging. Again, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. We have to try our best from our position, but we have to keep in mind that it's a as technology advancing every day by day. New devices, new equipments, new technologies they are implementing. So we should know those type of equipments also. Yeah. So it's like never ending. We have to study continuously.
Yeah, you have to keep update yourself every day, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another important question, Sultan. So when we consider about maintaining a medical device, right? So you guys are from a hospital side as a biomedical engineer, hospital staffs. So the equipments are delivered from a company, a manufacturing company or vendor company, right? So who has the authority to do the maintenance or especially the repairs in your case? How do you take care of the machine?
Okay. Actually, as I mentioned earlier, there are around 2,500 medical equipments. We have recently we did our inventory. So out of these 2,500 equipments, there will be some equipments like AMC there, CMC there, under contract will be there. Then some are like this based will be there, some are like integration, like some could be like 8, exact by 10, this type of thing. So most of the equipments, like big equipments, if we talk about like CT, MRI, and this type of X-ray, I mean especially DR, then ultrasonography, those will be like under contract. So that annual maintenance contract will be there. So that's including the spare parts if there is any issues. So other than that, there will be thousands of equipments which are not under contract. So we talk about like infusion pumps, syringe pumps, like small device like glucometer, thermometer, patient monitor, patient bed, spot vital monitor, then phototherapy. So many equipments are there, which we are the biomedical team are the responsible to repair, to get the spare parts and rectify the issues and resolve the issues. Other than that, those equipments under contract, they will be like if I talk about CT scan and MRI, there is annual contract is there. If there is any issues, like recently we have MRI, that cold head was damaged, so we have to replace the cold head of MRI unit, that is GE. So we got the support from the GP and also our team. Together we have made it. So this is how it goes.
Okay. So whenever you have the warranty, the company people will take care of it, right? So once the warranty is finished.
Yes, if it is under contract. If it is not under contract, then we are the responsible person to rectify and resolve the issue.
So in order to do that, will you get all the trainings from the company?
Yes, most of the equipments like newly commissioned equipments, if it is recently or newly installed, there will be training for biomedical staff. There will be training for the end users, like clinical doctors and nurse. And after the session, if they have any doubt, if they are having any issues, then we'll be the responsible person to train them theoretically and practically about the
Okay.
equipment.
Okay. So, Sultan, so far we have talked a lot about the technical things behind the scene of a biomedical engineering, right? So now I'm going to ask you, what do you like to say for the students who are studying biomedical engineering nowadays, the future biomedical engineers? What would you like to say to them throughout our channel?
Yeah, I strongly recommend this field as it is a new field and there is a huge demand, not only here. Uh, I mean, most of the developing country they do not have this engineering field. So mostly they will be having like mechanical, then triply that electrical and electronic engineering, and then civil engineering. But biomedical is a very new field, and there's a very limited university or college are offering these programs. So my recommendation is first after completing A level and O level, if they're interested, they can make a research and they can go through universities, well-ranked universities. Those universities are highly ranked, they have resources, lot of huge resources, and also their staff faculty, how experienced, how educated they are.
Mhm.
So at the moment, we talk about like Australian skill shortest. I mean, there's a huge lack of biomedical engineers. So if
In Australia?
someone is having, yeah, if someone is having biomedical engineering background and also with some clinical experience like 4 to 5 years, then they can easily migrate to the Australia, which is a great opportunity. But again, to get this opportunity, this program, yeah, that's why we invest a lot of investors. The program must be accredited by the accredited body. So if you're talking about Malaysia, so there will be the board of Malaysia. You have to look after whether this program is accredited by board of Malaysia or not. So same goes to Malaysia. Also, there's if we talk about Canada, there's big engineers Canada association. So we have to look whether this program is accredited or not. So the benefits of accredited program is after completion of the program, they can easily move. I mean, they can easily move from one country to another country. So, but the beauty of this accredited program is when you are trying to move to, for example, from Canada to Australia. So, as it is accredited, that means the program has some sort of standards.
Mhm.
The study subject, minimum required subject. So those already studying. So that will be beneficial for the students. And also, if you want to like Engineers Australia, or if I talk about Australia, Engineers Australia, there will be if it is accredited program, then no need of assessment. So if it is non-accredited program, then we have to go through this all this assessment, and that is lengthy and very complex, I would say. And
Right.
also there will be English language proficiency score. There's a at minimum for a engineering profession. I mean, if you want to work as a professional engineer or engineering technologist or associate engineer in Australia, then minimum IELTS score is 6.0. Each and every band should be 6.0. So some candidate, if any candidate is having less than 6.0 in overall or individually, they are not eligible to get registered or to get migrated to the Australia. So that is also one of the most important things other than the accreditation of the course.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Having the proper or suitable or accredited academic qualifications, what are the extracurriculum activities or what are the skills a particular biomedical engineering student must have, must possess in order to find a nice job in an abroad country like Maldives?
Okay. Other than I will say technically the communication skill, they very strong communication field, so that they can easily communicate with the specialized doctors. I mean, they has to be familiar with the healthcare setup. What are the equipments or what are the trends used in medical field, medical field. So, and other than that, I would say that some programming knowledge also should have nowadays. Like Python is there, then C++ is there. Those things, if they are having, then it will be. I think it will be added benefit to them to their career. When they study the biomedical engineering field, also they will need this programming skill. So I would say communication skill, then programming skill, then they should have also this leadership skills in order to perform well in this field.
Mhm. Okay. So Sultan, now we have reached the end of our session, and so far we have talked technically plus non-technical things all around the healthcare sector, focusing on biomedical engineering. Now, what would you like to say for our subscribers or the students who are watching, who are going to watch your interview session? Some kind of a motivation, because most of the students nowadays, as personally I know, they feel bored studying biomedical engineering because in India or in Sri Lanka, due to the pandemic situation or due to the economical problems, we don't have much opportunities, right? So once a student finishes his bachelor's in biomedical engineering, they have only two chances: working in a company or working in a hospital. But of course, there's no vacancy. So that's why they feel bored. Why? What's the point of studying these courses and all, right? They don't know the opportunities abroad. So what would you like to say to our subscribers or the students who are going to watch?
Yeah, actually, no, it's not necessarily that we, after completing our degree in biomedical engineering, we have to work in government or private organization. So, if we are interested, I mean, any particular person, if they are interested to develop themselves, they can do diploma in this field, they can do bachelor in this field, they can do masters, and also they can do PhD, and then they can do postdoc. There's a huge scope to do this research in this field because it's a newly trained and there's a lot of equipment day by day that they're inventing. So I would say there's a huge opportunity in the field of biomedical engineering also. So, about the healthcare engineering, I would say healthcare engineering is trying best to educate people, especially in young generation, about the medical devices, how it functions, what is the scope of opportunity, and how to handle and how to manage these equipments. So I would say it's very informative, and I will request the young generation or who are interested in this field to subscribe this healthcare engineering
Thank you so
to
much. Thank you.
encourage ourselves and to so it will motivate healthcare engineering to do this type of sessions regularly and keep us up to date about the new innovations and medical equipments in the healthcare setting. Yeah.
Thank you, Sultan. Thank you for your encouraging words. So one of few words about our healthcare engineering private limited, because now we are healthcare engineering private limited. It's a medical technology consultation startup company,
Yeah.
and healthcare engineering YouTube channel. It's an official YouTube channel of our healthcare engineering private limited, where we do a lot of sessions for young generation. Like our entire focus is healthcare, especially biomedical engineers, right? We have several playlists. One of our playlists is doing these kind of interview sessions with the professionals who are working in the industry. The main aim of doing these interviews are gaining the knowledge from the experienced people like you, and sharing for the students, so they don't need to waste by trying some other unnecessary things, right? So they directly get the point, directly get the path on which they can travel and find out their goals as quick as possible.
Yes. Correct.
Now we are in the final stage of having the interview session, and I really like to say our gratitude for you to provide your time, valuable time, even though you are on duty, right?
Yeah.
And thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for sharing your knowledge, whatever you have gained, especially from a foreign country, from Maldives. Thank you, Sultan. Thank you for providing this interview session for us, for our viewers.
Yeah, thank you so much again for inviting me for this session. And thank you so much, Mr. Robin, and also Healthcare Engineering. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. And
Yeah,
definitely, we will be doing several interview sessions, knowledge sharing sessions like this, with many more professionals from several other countries as well.
yes, that's great.
Thank you, Sultan. Have a good night. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah, bye.